got the caveman in the red corner.
The wayward
Sikes,
son in the other.
Wayward son in the other.
Man, I am on pins and needles for this fight because this is going to be exciting. Both of these guys are supposed to fight for other cards. Their fights got canceled. They both hit us up about a week ago, and we said, let's make it happen.
Here we are. Round one.
A little calm and composed, both of these guys. I'm used to them being a little more wild.
Flying knee.
A little flying knee.
Nice jab.
Hit him up with a stiff jab.
There we go.
And here we go with the wild rip. He's got the neck right there. It looks like it's deep. I don't know that he goes for guillotines, though, in submissions, but he definitely does have the guillotine in deep. Nash doing a good job pushing the hips away. Or Sikes, I'm sorry. His teammate is Nash. Putting that pressure against the cage. And, I mean,
that's still in there. He's fighting for it.
It looks like he's going for the no-arm guillotine, though. The arm guillotine is there. Backs out. He's smart. Throwing big shots. They're thumping. They are thumping.
Caveman is letting it rip.
Throwing another
Sikes.
flying knee. I think Sikes must have saw something in that maybe Brunelle.
Big right.
Right behind the ear, too. Oh, nice takedown. That is not typical of Caveman there. Great takedown there. And Sikes is pushing away from the cage. You want to be close to the cage when you're on the ground. If you want to use that one. Brunelle doing a great job here on the ground, staying controlled. It's typical.
Oh, he's got his hands. He had his hands trapped on the
smart
chest.
Here. He keeps looking to stay. He's actually looks to stay in side control here. Sikes is doing a good job at tying him up, not taking any damage. His corner is calling for elbows. He's doing a good job at just kind of controlling it right now, though, and being smart. He's putting his head on the cage, which we've seen quite a few fighters do tonight. Pablo was successful with that. It's a great position. If you can get a guy's head on the cage, you can really rain down and do some damage. You do not want him to get his side on the cage, though, because then he can start using it. And he's starting to kind of cage walk a little bit. He's got the head there. His coach is calling for a knee slide to the mount. But I think Jacob is really comfortable where he is.
Taking his time, getting his position
Taking his
solidified.
time, being smart. He's got a great position here, shoulder pressure. You always wonder with these guys being, the striker, brawler types, how much this tires them out to be grappling this early in the fight. Doing a good job of keeping the knee in between his legs. The Sikes, Jacob Brunelle was trying to pass there. He's keeping the underhook, being smart. He's using it a little bit. Sikes doing a good job at tying him up, though, and throwing some strikes of his own from the bottom. And Brunelle,
Sikes
heavy shoulder pressure. Brunelle throws a strike with the underhook hand. You don't typically see that because you don't want to lose that position, but smart with it, calculated.
Sikes doing a good job of maintaining his.
Sikes is doing a great job here. They're both staying calm, both being smart. No one is trying to make any drastic moves here. It's about jockeying for position, inches. This is a game of inches. Trying to recover guard here, Sikes. Jacob doing a good job of keeping him from doing so, using his head position really well here. And he postures up for a big elbow. Haven't seen that yet. His coach is, Sikes' coach is calling for his back to the cage. And Brunelle here is doing a good job at keeping that from happening. Head position. And Sikes is starting to climb up the cage here, being very smart and calculated. Doing a good job. Both of these guys are doing a good job with their cage jockeying here.
Brunelle staying heavy.
All right, stop. Get up.
And the ref stands him up super early. In my opinion, he was being active and he was doing good there.
A little bit of.
A little interesting there to see that stand up. And Brunelle gets him back down, though.
Another trip.
Hey, the half guard is a very, very valuable position in MMA. And it's not a position you see people getting stood up from. And now Brunelle's on his back. Sikes did a good job of using the cage there. There's a minute left here. If he wants to win this round, he's going to have to posture up, strike big, and be exciting. So Brunelle is looking for, it looks like maybe a Kimura. Sikes is about to posture up and start raining down some punches. Sikes is going to call him up, I think. Oh,
nice trip.
Brunelle hits him with a trip, but Sikes hits him on the way down with a big shot. And we're about 20 seconds left in this fight.
First round.
10-second mark hits. Nice elbow there. And Brunelle comes up for the double leg to finish the round.
It's great round control.
I am on my feet over here in the commentator's booth.
We did not get the first round knockout as predicted.
Neither guy got the first round knockout, and they touch gloves again. They're smiling.
Big smile.
They love it. You know, this is a fun fight for the fans at home. And it's almost like there's a button that gets touched any time that one of these guys gets hit. It's like, let's throw down.
Right.
And Sikes doing a good job here on the double leg.
Big
Sweeps.
takedown.
Good position there on the double leg. And let's see now, Sikes can use the cage to his advantage.
Brunelle able to fight for half guard.
Brunelle able to get that half guard position there. This is the interesting position here, jockeying for the cage position. You got to be real smart here with Brunelle's body like that. He's starting to use the cage, and and now he lands on top, and
Sweet.
that was great. That's just what we were talking about. You know, that's the experience.
That stay close to the cage.
That's the experience that Brunelle has. All right, and he's back in half guard and doing a good. And now he passed it. Oh, I thought he just passed the full mount. Had a bad view there. Sikes is doing a good job at tying him up, making him work for everything. Brunelle's throwing those punches, throwing those knees.
This is looking very similar to the top position control he was able to maintain throughout the majority of the first round.
And it's interesting to me that he's not trying to pass. I feel like the pass is there. Sikes does do a good job at tying him up whenever it gets to that position, but
his guard is open right now.
His guard's open. I think that he's just doing a good job with that one leg of making it feel like it isn't, but like right here, he could pass. The pass is free. Sikes needs to really lock down that half guard and keep him from passing. And there he goes.
And does.
Put that foot under his foot. That right foot should go under his foot.
This looks pretty tight.
Oh, he has an arm triangle, and great timing from Sikes to make sure that he didn't get that. And now, the knee was there. There was a nasty knee that was missed in that opportunity.
Some blood now from the forehead of that caveman.
Yes, sir. And Caveman is starting to look a little tired here, and Sikes does not look tired at all. Telling him to Khabib it, and Brunelle's got the guillotine under, but the head position is way too high to finish that right now. He needs to use the cage to get up, and I think he's taking a little break here, to be honest with you.
Sikes still controlling the body position.
Yeah, being smart here, wrapping both the legs up. And trying to get his head out. He's going to try to climb the body, and Brunelle gets that right leg out. If he was smart, he would throw that right leg over the body and look to finish that guillotine. Yeah, there he goes. Uses the cage to get up. And now we're both up again, and Caveman is tired. Oh, they're throwing big shots. They're just clubbing one another.
Caveman wants to throw down now.
Again, Sikes in on the double leg. Caveman doing a good job spreading his legs, keeping him from clasping his hands, using the cage to his advantage.
Fighting for those underhooks.
I won't be surprised if Sikes hits another double leg here. He did a good job earlier with it at the beginning of the round. But these guys are a little bit tired now. And what's real important here is, no one's really winning per se, but you can't let people get takedowns like that. You got to jockey for position.
Yeah. It eliminates all of the control that he
and
had from
now
the sweep.
he's going up for full mount here. And Brunelle needs to get sideways. Sikes needs to keep him right where he's at, keep his head on the cage, and be smart here. Win the round.
Brunelle's still trying to control the left arm of Sikes.
Brunelle doing a good job at recovering his half guard there. Sikes needs to get his head clear. Until his head gets clear, Brunelle will continue to be able to work and get up. And he looks like he's going to take the back, and he gets back on top. Man, this is a really back and forth round. If Brunelle does something big here, he can take the round from him. There hasn't been a lot. Sikes needs to be smart and use the cage to get up himself. Interested to be. And Sikes yells something. Yeah.
Come on, dude, seriously?
He's I think he's saying that he's headbutting him, but I think he's just trying to get head position. Oh, he poked him in the dick. I got you. I said that out loud on the commentating stream. All right. Interesting times here in Duval.
Last 10 seconds here. So, man, how do you score that round?
I mean, if you ask me, I think that it was pretty even. They both got a takedown. They both looked a little tired at the end there.
And one of Sikes' takedowns, Brunelle got a sweep. And then ended up in that top position for a while.
It was really pretty even. It was pretty back and forth. It was pretty back and forth. Could have went either way. I'm interested to see how this third round goes. Apparently, he screamed, he poked me in the wiener. We were correct on that one. We're getting a lot of text messages Kate's side.
Third and final round. Still a big smile on the face of Jacob Brunelle. Oh, three-piece landed there by Sikes. And he is letting it rip.
Yeah, it's like some guys get a little wobble and they go to shell up, and some guys get hit and they let it loose. Oh, what a great technical takedown from Sikes. It was beautiful there. Did a good job.
He got his head, got his neck. No.
And Brunelle has half of his back on the cage. He can definitely use it to get up here. Being smart would be the smart thing here. And Sikes needs to pull him off the cage. So it's just really a matter of cage jockeying once again on who's going to, who wins a round is going to be who's better against the cage. So important these days in MMA. Brunelle doing a good job here. Staying just like Sikes was on his back. He's doing a good job at tying him up and being smart. Harley's really got to do a better job of getting his head out from that guillotine position. And now we jockey positions again, back on the cage.
They've essentially swapped positions.
Yeah, it's been back and forth like this. And it was a minute and a half with Sikes on top. And now Brunelle's on top. Let's see how long this lasts. And Sikes has his head wrapped up. And again, Brunelle should, there he goes, pops the head out. Keep that head position. The guard's open. His corner's yelling for it. Big step would get him into half guard. But Sikes is doing a great job at tying him up and making sure that doesn't happen.
That being said, I think somebody's got to push the action a little bit.
Both. For sure. And here's the thing. Whenever Brunelle's on top, he is damaging, where Sikes is more trying to control position. And the number one scoring metric in MMA is damage. It's about who is trying to finish the fight. And, I think that gives the nod a little bit to Brunelle here. Let's see if he can keep this top position for the rest of the fight. Sikes has got to get up here. If he stays here, There you go. Make some room.
Yeah, I think Brunelle's doing a fantastic job of sneaking in those little punches and getting a little bit of extra damage when he's in those control positions.
Yeah, he's staying really busy here, and he likes the half guard. And Sikes is doing a good job at keeping him from doing too much damage. But, and Brunelle pops the head out, and he gets a little bit of a crucifix position here. Oh, great job there using the overhook.
Way to keep him down.
He needs to fight back for that underhook now, though, and keep him off the cage because they're going to flip each other.
Yeah, it looks like Sikes.
Sikes is pushing himself away. He should use that for the explosive power. He's out of position to use the cage. Got to be smart here when he got the cage right there at our
guard is open.
Use.
See if Brunelle looks to pull that leg.
Yeah, the guard is open. Let's see if he's smart here and uses that. But Brunelle's happy staying right in his guard and being smart here and finishing the round. He's got a minute and a half himself now, so tied for for top position. And Brunelle's been doing some damage. Brunelle's doing body head. And Sikes is still doing a good job at keeping him busy and creating space, throwing elbows from top position.
So I guess he just cannot get away from Jacob Brunelle.
Yeah, he needs to put those feet on Brunelle's hips and push off and make Brunelle hold him down. Right now he's just pushing away at the shoulders.
Yeah, just kind of sitting there for him.
Yep.
While Brunelle is staying active and landing punches.
Sikes is creating space here, but I would say at this moment that Sikes is doing more damage, even from the bottom. But, I know judges aren't scoring it like that, and Brunelle's done his fair amount of damage on his own, so it's a great fight. And if it continues to go this way, I think that Brunelle will get the nod. We got 1 minute left, so we got 2.5 minutes of control from Brunelle, and we got 1.5 minutes of control from Nash. I keep saying Nash, for Sikes. And we got 1 minute left, so it's going to call
Brunelle
the
staying heavy, trying to stack.
And Brunelle just says, all right, it's time to go, baby.
Oh, Sikes looking for a triangle.
And he's got to be smart.
He needs to posture up.
Got to be smart here because he's only got 30 seconds.
He's got that arm.
He needs the posture. He needs the caveman here.
That's tight. Able to stack him and push. Oh, that got tighter. 20 seconds.
There's only 20 seconds left.
That's drama.
And I think he's asleep.
He was out.
He's asleep.
Wow. With 20 seconds left, Sikes able to pull off the triangle
Victory. He was losing the fight and pulls off the triangle submission at the very end to get the win. Nothing to be ashamed of from either of those guys.
What a fight.
What a fucking fight. What a fight.
What a finish.
In round number 3, here is your winner.
Let's go, baby. Part 1 in the match.
Congratulations to
Hard work, dedication, relaxing ain't no occupation. Hard kicks, submission is all part of this ass whooping. Intense training, long nights, that's all our life consists of. If you think you're working harder than us, then this is where you get